West, we are back. No debating with Danny Myers. And I have a special guest. In fact, this guest might be a little more special than all the other guests I have ever had on this show. I've had Twerk, I've had Surf, I've had Tay-Rock, I've had Geechee, I've had them all on here. But this one in particular is a little more special to me because this is Victoria Myers, the bar goddess, the wife of Danny Myers. And you was a little bit of a topic of discussion during the battle with me and Mike P. In fact, you were the main focus of that battle. You were the star of a battle, and you weren't even in the building. Like, how do you be a star of a fucking rap battle and wasn't even there? Then you came up again when Mike P just battled Ryder, and now Ryder basically. All right, how do I start? All right, so we're gonna start from me and Mike P's battle. My battle, Mike P second round, he went at me and went at you. And he brought up your battle with drug addiction. And he didn't ask me could he do it. He just did it. You know, it was, many people felt it was fucked up. But then there were people who was like, yo, that was just a dope round. Damn, that's a bar too. Dope round bars. And then you felt you wasn't feeling that shit. Like you once you found out about it, like I don't even think to this day you even watched that round.
I didn't watch the battle at all.
But you're right.
I kind of feel like that. I'm always a topic when you battle somebody.
Right.
When Danny Myers battle somebody, like somebody's always bringing me up.
Mm-hmm. Every battle.
So when it comes to my addiction, and by the way, I am so happy about my sobriety. Like I love being where I am today.
Amen.
But I kind of feel like that was kind of fucked up because you never know, a person never know where somebody's mind might be at that point in time.
Right.
And to bring that up kind of made me feel like, damn, like, if I was a weak-minded person, that kind of could have made me either relapse or, trip out on you, or, I wanted to go online and just basically talk about it, but I just let it go because it is what it is, but I think that was kind of fucked up to bring my addiction into the picture.
And I mean, well, Mike P wasn't the first person to do it. It's been several of my opponents that actually used that as an angle against me.
Right.
But Mike P was the one that kind of like did it both the best and the worst. Like, meaning he did it very creatively, but it was like he kind of dug deep and kind of went into it. Like, trying to use me and try to say I wasn't there for you and I left your side and I was too busy battling instead of being by your side, helping you get through your 12 steps, and he had a crazy bar, like, So, like you said, being the victim of a round, it's not a good feeling, basically.
No, it's not. It like you said, it's just battle rap, so it really wasn't something to like really trip off of, but that was kind of hella personal. You know what I'm saying? It was hella personal, and I didn't even watch the battle because I didn't want to watch. I didn't want to see it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, it was just something that I didn't want to put my mind on, and it was fucked up. Period. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you never know where somebody's mind might be at.
And
that point in time.
And that's a fact, because sometimes these us battlers, we like talk about people, but without even considering that person, like not our opponent, but the person we're talking about. We don't consider the person we're talking about feelings and never like reach out and apologize or it's battle rap, like you said. It is what it is. It's like if I got something on you or I got something on my opponent, and I might use his mom, or if his sister, let's say somebody's sister has Down syndrome or something,
right?
And I use that as an angle, and I go talk like real fucked up. Right. It's kind of a fucked up thing to do, and it's like I don't even know how I made that person feel if they ever caught wind of that. Like, cause there's hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of people that watch these battles. There's bloggers that blog on it, right. So it kind of like everybody knows, like the world knows now.
And it's crazy is because some of my friends and some of my family members, they'll be like, "Did you watch that Mike P battle? Like he was talking hella smack about you, you know?" And like I said, I didn't watch the video. And it just was messed up because now I got people coming at me like, you know, how are you doing? Like, you know, I'm sorry to hear about your problem, or, you know, and it's just like now people know. Now people is not to say that I haven't like put it out there myself, because I have, and it's okay if I do it because it's me talking about myself.
But nobody else has a right to.
Right. Nobody else has a right to speak on the next person and what they're going through.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Especially if it has to deal with, you know, the type of stuff it is, like my addiction problem, or, you know what I'm saying, having sex with somebody, or, you know what I'm saying, like that is not for you to talk about. It's not your. It's not for you to talk about.
And that's dope. And what's dope about this interview is that none of this shit is scripted. So I just, you know, you didn't even know who was gonna do it. So this ain't scripted. But the fact that you brought up having sex with somebody is the perfect segue into what Ryder did versus Mike P in his second round. And right now, Ryder's second round is very controversial. And a lot of people are saying he was fucked up. A lot of people are saying he wasn't wrong. You know what I mean? Like he and basically what Ryder said, he basically in his round said, "Hey Mike P, since you want to talk about Mrs. Myers, Danny wife, now karma's coming back to you, and I'm about to talk about your wife." Right. And I don't think they're married, but he talked about Ashley, and Ryder basically revealed that he had a lot of sexual interactions with this woman, and he did it in such a scandalous way to where it kind of fucked with Mike P. It fucked with him. But people are saying, "Well, hey, Mike P, you wasn't feeling fucked up when you was saying that shit about Danny wife. So now you finna sit here and eat this shit. You know what I mean? Like deal with it. It's battle rap."
Right.
Like, and basically Ryder said, "I'm doing this because you did that to Mrs. Myers." So that's literally what he said. How do you feel? I mean, you just said, hold on, before you start. You just said it's fucked up if you had sex with somebody and somebody to put that out there, right?
Right. So, and that's what I'm about to say. I'm not about to go back on, big ups to Rail for doing that. Like, you know, it is, like I said, it's battle rap, and it's fucked up because people get put in the middle of a battle and not know it.
Bars.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the fucked up part about it. Is because people bringing up all this old shit or whatever the case may be. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And it just fucked up. Like, you never know what type of damage you're doing to her. To her, to him,
to their relationship,
to me, to my husband, like, you know, it's just vice versa. Like, you never know the type of problems that you're causing. But, you know, like Rel said, karma is a mud. You know, what goes around comes around.
Yeah, Ryder said.
You know what I'm saying? What goes around comes around.
That's what he said.
And if my husband was able to deal with that shit and brush that shit off, Mike P should be able to do the same.
Bars.
You know what I'm saying?
Mike P got to eat that.
Yeah.
You know, Mike, I will give him credit because in the battle he didn't swing on Ryder. He didn't talk during his round, but immediately after Ryder's round, Mike P said, "You a pussy for that." He said, "That's the homegirl." Like, basically, how could you say these things about whether they true or not? He's like, "That's fucked." Like, Mike P was hot about that shit. Well, you feel me?
Well,
and I'm quite sure she is like, she can't be happy about. She's kind of devastated herself about that shit.
Well, like I said, if you don't have the type of mind and your mindset is somewhere else, then you're not going to be able to deal with battle rap, period. You know what I'm saying? So because Danny Myers been in the game for so long, I've been able to deal with that shit. I've been able to deal with people bringing Vicky Myers up and Vicky Myers this. I've been able to deal with it. I don't even pay attention to the shit no more. That's how comfortable I am with it. So when Mike P brought my addiction and stuff up, I really didn't trip off of it as much as as I should.
So if you were to talk to Ashley, Mike P's girl, what advice would you give to her, given the fact that Ryder basically exposed their sexual past, and basically he basically was like, nigga, yeah, you with her now, but nigga, I did this and this with her throat and this and that and the third.
Well, that's the thing. Like, Ashley, I just feel like you should have let Mike P in on your past with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't let your dude go in there hanging. Like, that's like me. Like, babe, I think you should say this, or I think you should do this because so and so and so and so. Like, I'm going to make sure my husband go in there armed. Period.
So basically, like, if you had a sexual relationship with one of the battlers in the past, which if you did, hold on, let me see if I can. First person, hold on. I Ultra combo. Now listen, I'll take that back because I'm not an abuser and I don't condone any domestic violence out there. So I'm just joking, y'all. Don't. But if you had a sexual relationship with a battle rapper and you knew I was about to battle that person, do you tell me what happened detail for detail, knowing that he's probably going to mention that?
Honestly, no.
What? Wait, you...
I'm not gonna...
You just said...
I would just let you know, like, babe, like, I can't even answer that question.
No, you just said.
I've never been in that situation.
Hold on, stop.
I cannot answer that question.
Stop.
I'm going to take that no back, and I'm not even going to answer the
question.
Fuck
that. Fuck that. So you telling me, if you slept with rapper X, and I'm about to battle rapper X, you're not gonna tell me that you had a previous sexual relationship with him, and you just gonna let me go into the battle unarmed? But you just said she should have informed Mike P. So what are you saying here? Get it straight.
Okay, so like I said, I don't know.
So maybe she didn't know what to do.
I couldn't exactly, like, as a woman, and me and you are happy. You know what I'm saying? We're happy, and it's like, why would I bring that up? And now you like, you fucked that nigga. You didn't tell me, and you got me. You know what I'm saying?
And then I'll break up with your ass. But it's a lose-lose for you because, like, you gotta basically give me the choice to leave you, because you either tell me or that nigga gotta tell me. If the nigga tell me.
But it's something that happened in the past. So
regardless. Oh, that's a bar.
So regardless,
hey,
you shouldn't even trip.
Hey,
you shouldn't even trip because it's something that was before you. You know what I'm saying?
Like, yeah, you're right. I wouldn't trip, but I would at least. But for me to walk.
How do I know that the person you're battling is gonna bring that shit up?
Nah, man.
How do I know?
I got you.
Ashley, she didn't know. She probably didn't know Rail was gonna come in there.
Ryder.
Ryder was gonna come in there talking about
right, okay.
Their sexual intercourse.
All right, so check this out. So in her mind, she's probably either like, I could tell Mike some stuff. Or like, babe, he might say that he used to sleep with me, and maybe she didn't tell him everything, because like you said, like, y'all happy right now,
right?
And like him and her happy, and she don't want to do anything to potentially damage the relationship, right? But don't you think it would be better for the woman to come and say it? Or before you answer, you also said she don't know if he's going to use that or not. So it's almost like she was just gambling. Right. Like, I'm going to gamble and see
right. So
what.
Now I'm gonna tell tell on myself about the past, something that
And then the
happened
nigga
in
don't
the
even
past,
bring it up.
and then he don't bring it up, so now she's still
Done snitched on herself.
You know what I'm saying? Like
It's a
fucked
fucked up
all around.
situation.
You know what I'm
It's a
saying?
fucked up situation.
Exactly. You
Damn.
know, like, I'm not gonna put you in that position to where, because I'm not that type of person. I'm a faithful and loyal woman, but I wouldn't do that type of shit to you. You know what I'm saying? For somebody to have that type of ammo on you.
Right.
The only ammo that they can say and bring up, and they have to go research for some shit about me being addicted to whatever it is I'm addicted to. You know what I'm saying? They have to go research this type of shit to have ammo on you. Other than that, 10 kids, Vicky Myers, you know what I'm saying? They always bringing up the same angles on Danny Myers.
That shit don't be helping them
when they
niggas.
should have
Them
other
niggas
angles.
lose anyway, babe. I ain't tripping on that shit. But yeah. So you're right. And this is why it was important to get your perspective for you, since you were one of the victims of the rounds. And then you were brought up again on Saturday at Ultimate Madness 2, round 1, Ryder versus Mike P.
That just goes to show you how much respect people have for you and your family. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That was dope. I
you know what I'm
appreciated
saying?
that.
And I did too. Like
I appreciated Ryder for that.
too.
Shout out to Ryder.
Like that just shows you where you stand in battle rap. Like if somebody can get up here and say you diss, you know, Danny Myers' wife. Now let me get at your girl. You know what I'm saying? That right there just shows you how much respect these other battle rappers have for you and your family. Period.
Yeah,
You know
and some,
what I'm saying?
and some of them have a lack of respect, such as
Right,
Mike
I mean,
P.
which is, you know, they're gonna
Because who's to say if I were to battle Ryder in the championship,
and he bring me up
and
too.
he brings you up too. You
Right,
know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm saying. Like niggas gonna be cool until it's like beneficial to them.
Right.
To not be cool. You
Right.
feel me?
Right.
So I'm glad. Hey, by the way, y'all, this is live. This ain't no motherfucking script. This is all freestyle. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button. Leave a comment. Share this shit everywhere you can. Hit this motherfucking like button. We give y'all the raw. This the raw. This the raw. Oh, speaking of raw, baby.
Yeah, baby.
It's time. Later
Fun
on.
time.
No, I was just playing. But look, okay, so she's in a situation of, I tell my man what I did with a dude, and that dude might not even bring it up, and I basically snitched on myself, or I take a chance and don't tell him and hope that the guy doesn't say nothing, but if the guy does say something, now I have some explaining to do, and Ryder basically countered any basically the accusation, like or the rumor mill. Basically, Ryder would say, in case y'all think I'm lying, ask her about how I know about the C-section scar and the cherries on her ass. So it's like he's basically saying, nigga, I got proof that. How do I know that outside of me being intimate with her?
Right.
And it's just like you said, it's an unfortunate situation for women, especially women. You know, y'all are like innocent bystanders.
Right.
Like when you're because here's the thing, battle rappers have from the beginning of time used the other battle rapper's girl as a attack point. Right. It's always
bitch,
like
yo bitch suck your dick, yo bitch, you know what I'm saying? I fucked your bitch in a car or something, you know.
But the thing is, those are just bars.
Right.
Those are just made up bars. But it hits harder when it's specifically a real person. That's why the angle about you in Mike P's second round hit so hard, because he didn't say, well, what if you had a girl that was fighting drug addiction?
Right.
He actually attacked my actual wife, not some made up battle rap bar girl.
Right.
And Ryder used Mike P's real life girl that pretty much like the battle rap community, like they know who she is.
Right.
Whether they have a close relationship with her or not, or a non-existent one, it don't matter. Like they could look up and see who she is.
Right.
And it's different when it's like, we could put a face to the bar. Like that shit hits way harder when it's like, it's real shit and it ain't just like a dope creative bar.
Right.
So it's like, I feel like a lot of times the victims don't get a chance to speak they part, because it's just the two battlers on stage, and then we just leave it there. Everything is just left on the stage, and here comes all these blogs, rumors, speculation. But the actual person, the subject of such vicious attack, never has the opportunity or platform to speak for themselves. And that's why I decided, like, I'm gonna give my wife a chance to, like, say how she felt about both sides and was. So do you feel, let me ask you this. Do you feel Ryder was wrong?
Yeah.
He was wrong for bringing up the girl.
Yeah. Because he's trying to win. So, you know what I'm saying? He using that to win the battle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, and that's battle rap, because you trying to win.
So is that wrong?
So
it's $25,000 on the line. You gotta listen, when it's war.
It's $25,000 on the line, and break up a happy home for $25,000.
Oh, there we go. Now we getting to the shit.
Is
it worth it? Is it worth it? There we go. Now we get to something that we never touched on in battle rap. Is the selling out your morality and integrity worth a win in battle rap? Is a win in battle rap, does that mean more than a loss in real life?
Right.
That's for each battler to make that decision for themselves. Because he knew, he's like, if I say this shit, I'm never gonna be cool with her again, and I probably might wind up having to fight Mike P over this shit.
Right.
But I'm willing to take that risk for this bread.
Right.
And the way I look at it is, when you are in a war, you don't leave nothing at home. When you look at the army, when you look at the military personnel, they got a machine gun, they got a side pistol, they got a grenade, they got a scope, they have tear gas, they have a knife, they might have brass knuckles. They don't just say, "Oh, I'm good, I got a machine gun, I'm going to war." They can't go out in war with just a machine gun. They take everything they can take. And this is how I feel with battle rap. If you got something that you can use to hurt your man, use it. Use it. Fuck it. It's war. It's battle rap. I mean, this ain't a place for sensitive people. You gotta have thick skin to do this, and sometimes it may come at the expense of a friendship.
Right.
You know what I mean? I said some fucked up shit to people that probably it probably ain't gonna sit right with them forever. But at the same time, these niggas tell me fucked up shit all the time about you, our kids.
You right.
So I was like,
well, I said what I said. I made my point. Like, is it worth it? Is it really worth it? And for $25,000, I don't care what you say to a motherfucker, baby. You gonna go in there, you gonna go kill him.
So Ryder should have said it then.
I guess. Did he win?
Oh, now there we go. Now we get to some more good shit. He said all that shit, probably damaged the relationship.
But did he win?
And still lost the battle.
And he still lost. So
he lost the battle.
At the end of the day,
it's a controversial call. Like, they feel like he was robbed. I'll say that.
Okay,
but Mike P did great.
I didn't watch none of the battles. Like, I support my husband battles, but I don't watch them. All
right, so I want you to watch. And matter of fact, maybe when it drops, we'll watch it together, and we might do a live reaction video to it. And I want you to tell me live in front of the world who you felt won out of Mike P and Ryder. The judges gave it to Mike P. A lot of people felt Ryder was robbed, but you said he did all that and didn't even win the money. So now in the end, it's like, was it worth it? But I'm gonna tell you, for me, before you answer, I'm gonna feel like it was kind of wrong, but it ain't. Cause it's like, nigga, Mike P wasn't thinking about that shit when he was talking about you.
Right.
So me personally, I don't give a fuck. Like, I saluted Ryder for that. And on the other end, it's like, yeah, you said all that and you might have damaged their relationship. But here's the thing, even in a loss, Ryder is like one of the most talked about dudes in battle rap right now. Like a lot of blogs, a lot of traction, a lot of attention is coming to him. So it's almost like he found a victory within defeat. Like,
Right.
yeah, you probably lost a battle, but now it's like you probably got room to demand bigger battles, get more money because you popping right now.
Right.
It's like, nigga.
And
like,
shit, I need to get paid too. On
tell Ryder to give you some of that deposit.
I need to get paid.
Nah, hold on. Let me take that back. Because Ryder said, if your bitch in my contacts, we been in contact.
What? I know damn well I ain't in that nigga contact. Shit, I ain't in none of y'all
Hold on.
contact. Shit, I ain't in none of y'all contact. What y'all talking about? Sure.
Hold on.
That's just how it is.
Hold on. Ryder said, if your bitch in my contact, we been in contact. So that mean that nigga get your number or some shit. You ask that nigga for some of that deposit money.
I'm gonna ask him right here on your live, on your contact. Send me some of that deposit, nigga.
That's right, Ryder.
Send me some
You
of
hear me,
that.
motherfucker? Send my wife some of that bread, nigga.
Send me that.
You owe. Pay your fare. Comb your hair. Pay your fare. Nah, oh shit. I'm so stupid. But yeah, like Ryder is probably like Mike P. Let's take that for example, right? Mike P, I feel like I clearly beat him round 1 and 3, and he won the second round. But even in a loss, Mike P name was that verse is like one of the most talked about verses of all time. He still won in a way, like, cause he got on Gnome. Like, I feel like that verse got him to Gnome versus Saga. Like that, even though, so that's what I'm saying. Like anybody that lost, you can still find a silver lining within a loss, because a loss only gonna get you popping if you went crazy, and Ryder went crazy. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So, and before we sign out, all right. So Avocado does a show called Ruin Your Day. Ruin an Hour, where he talks about depression, drug addiction, alcoholism, and it's basically like for anybody that has problem where they're struggling or they going through something. He allows them to like chime in or come on the show, or they could like leave a comment and he'll respond to as many as he can, and he's been doing that for a while. And I think besides like him like filming the battles and directing these events, like I think that's the best thing he's doing with his life.
Right.
Because he also had like I believe a drinking problem, and he just put the bottle down and stopped and changed his life, and he's an example. And I think it would be dope for you to go on that show.
That'd be
Cool. And right now, could you give a little advice to anyone watching this who may be struggling with addiction, or they're fighting those demons? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you have words? Because I mean, you went through it and you overcame it and you beat it, and you showed people like it's possible when you put your mind to it. Like, you can fight this shit.
You gotta want to be. You gotta want to do it. You gotta want to get clean. And if you have a problem, go get help. Like, go get some help. Call the abuse line, the CARES line. Go to rehab. Do what you gotta do to get some help. Is because this addiction stuff will take you out. It will take you out, and it will just leave scars. You know what I'm saying? So definitely get up and go get some help. You know, that's what I can say.
Where could they go get help?
It's a CARES line. It's 1-800 CARES line. You got all type of different mental rehabs. You can go to mental health and get some help. You can just get some help. Go to your mental health office and let them know, and they can direct you to where you need to go. A lot of people with addiction don't know that they suffer from a mental health disorder. You know what I'm saying? So your mental health is important,
right,
when you're using something. I don't care if it's weed, alcohol, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to cover up something. You know what I'm saying? So you definitely need to get your mental health checked, because I suffer from severe depression and I didn't know it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that kind of was one of the reasons why I picked up. You know what I'm saying? And thank God for mental health, and thank God for you know, the people out here that's actually helping addicts. You can go to your NA meetings, AA meetings, and you know, just definitely reach out to somebody that's that is clean and that's doing something that you want.
All right, now thank you for that. I think a lot of people will like take heed to that, and they just, you know, I think it's just an encouraging thing for people. And tell them where they can find you. Oh wait, stop! You can't tell these niggas where they can find you. Fuck that shit. The niggas gonna be all in your Ryder gonna be in your inbox.
But I will tell you, my name is Vicky Myers. If you ain't got God, get God. Motivation, meditation is my motto. Peace.
Peace. Sign me out. No debating with Danny Myers. You're supposed to say like no debating with Danny Myers.
No debating with Danny Myers. Yeah. Sign him out. Oh, you wanted me to sign you out?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh, no debating with Danny Myers. Make sure you guys subscribe, like, share his page, share his YouTube.
That's right.
And follow Danny Myers.
And tell all these niggas when they bring you up, from now on, you need a motherfucking PayPal.
You need a PayPal, motherfucker.
Bars.
Motherfucker.